Theodore Robert Bundy was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. His mother, Eleanor Louise Cowell, gave birth to him out of wedlock, which was considered shameful at the time. To avoid social disgrace, the family pretended that his mother was his older sister and that his grandparents were his parents. Bundy himself did not learn the truth for many years. From an early age, he showed signs of sociopathy. He was highly manipulative but lacked empathy. He enjoyed stealing, peeping at women, and later became fascinated with studying crimes, especially murders. However, on the surface, he appeared to be a normal student. In college, he was charming, ambitious, and popular among women. Bundy used his charisma to lure victims. He would fake injuries, wear a cast, or walk with crutches, asking women for help. Once they got close to his car, he would strike, knocking them unconscious and abducting them. His first confirmed victim was Linda Ann Healy, a student who disappeared in Seattle in 1974. Soon, other young women started to vanish. They all shared similar features: dark hair parted in the middle, resembling his ex-girlfriend who had broken up with him. Some attacks happened in broad daylight. In 1974, Bundy tricked two women in a park into helping him move a supposedly broken boat. Later, their bodies were found in the woods. Even when witnesses saw him, he easily blended into the crowd, remaining elusive. For a long time, the police struggled to identify him because he used disguises and frequently changed locations. But in 1975, his luck ran out. He was pulled over by a highway patrol officer. Inside his car, the officer found suspicious items: a ski mask, handcuffs, a crowbar, and rope. This raised alarms, and Bundy was arrested. However, there wasn't enough evidence to charge him with murder, so he was sentenced to 15 years for attempted kidnapping. Bundy had no intention of staying behind bars. In 1977, while in a courthouse library, he jumped from a second-story window and escaped. He was caught shortly after. The second time, he starved himself to lose weight and squeezed through a small ceiling vent in his jail cell. This time, he fled to Florida and resumed his killing spree. In January 1978, Bundy broke into a sorority house at Florida State University, brutally murdering two students. Days later, he kidnapped and killed 12-year-old Kimberly Leach. A month later, he was stopped by a police officer again. Bundy tried to run, but he was caught. At the station, he refused to give his name, but soon, authorities realized they had captured one of America's most wanted criminals. In 1979, his trial became a media spectacle. Bundy, acting as his own lawyer, used his charm to manipulate the courtroom. Some women attended the trial just to see him. He remained oddly attractive despite the horrific accusations. He even proposed to his girlfriend inside the courtroom. But the evidence was overwhelming. He was found guilty and sentenced to death. For 10 years, Bundy sat on death row, trying to delay his execution. But on January 24, 1989, he was executed in the electric chair. As news of his execution spread, a crowd gathered outside the Florida prison. People celebrated, holding signs that read, "Burn Bundy, burn." Thus ended the story of one of America's most infamous serial killers. Yet his legacy continues to fascinate and terrify, serving as a chilling example of predatory manipulation and brutality.